der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat er nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.
The strange, the bizarre, the unexpected. These are the kinds of subjects a man named Robert L. Ripley challenged us to
believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, you.
Wally, believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Believe it!
You're a loony.
The name of the patient in Operation Board Game is Cavity Sam. Believe it or not. President William McKinley was shot right after giving away his good luck charm. Believe it or not. Joaquin Garcia from Spain skipped work for 6 years unnoticed, collecting his salary until he was discovered when nominated for a service award. Believe it or not. 11-year-old Florida girl Sana Hiremath is able to solve 12-digit multiplication problems mentally without the use of pen, paper, or calculator. Believe it or not. The first pregnant character to ever appear in an animated Disney film was Chicha in The Emperor's New Groove, released in 2000. Believe it or not. In July 2020, a Burmese cat in Australia named Oscar survived a 12-minute cycle in a washing machine. Believe it or not. Bats make up more than 20% of the world's mammals. Believe it or not. U.S. paper money is not paper. It is 1/4 linen and 3/4 cotton. Believe it or not. Icelandic phone directories list Icelanders alphabetically by their first name rather than their last name. Believe it or not. Late cowboy actor John Wayne's voice was used in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Believe it or not. In her role in the 1963 film Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor became the first actress to earn $1 million for a movie role. Believe it or not. U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt's oldest daughter, Alice Roosevelt Longsworth, lived for 96 years and through the administrations of 18 presidents, from Chester Arthur to Jimmy Carter. Believe it or not. PepsiCo has hundreds of patents, including one for a tennis racket. Believe it or not. The fastest known English speaker in the world is Canadian Sean Shannon, who can talk at a speed of 655 words per minute. Believe it or not. The city of Middlesboro, Kentucky is built entirely inside a 3.7-mile wide meteorite crater. Believe it or not. In 2019, Beth Bays of Huddleston, Virginia, built a 15-foot tall recreation of country singer Willie Nelson out of hay, dubbed Willie Hay Nelson. Believe it or not. Ben Franklin's glass harmonica, which he invented in the 1760s, was so popular in Europe that both Mozart and Beethoven composed music for it, but it virtually vanished from existence by the 1820s. Believe it or not. There are no muscles in your fingers. Believe it or not. There are more bicycles in Amsterdam than people. Believe it or not. With steel scarce during the World Wars, the U.S. constructed ships of concrete. Believe it or not. If you think you're too small to be effective, you've never been in the dark with a mosquito. Taking naps sounds so childish. I prefer to call them horizontal life pauses. I walk around like everything's fine, but deep down inside my shoe, my sock is sliding off. If we're not meant to have midnight snacks, why is there a light in the fridge? Doing nothing is very hard to do. You never know when you're finished. My keyboard must be broken. I keep hitting the escape key, but I'm still at work. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been a little more specific. When I was a child, my mother told me I could be anyone I wanted to be. It turns out the police call this identity theft. The shovel was a groundbreaking invention. I had a Russian Uber driver yesterday. His name was Pickup and Drop-Off. I ordered a book about how to scam people 5 months ago. It still hasn't come yet. It must be stressful working at an unemployment office, knowing that if you get fired, you still have to show up the next day. Show me a man with his head held high, and I'll show you a man having trouble with his bifocals. If at first you don't succeed, look in the trash for instructions. In the original Superman TV series intro, the guy who thought it was a bird, what was he so excited about? I often wonder if all the other trees in the forest are jealous of popular trees. You know, it's bad luck to be superstitious. Dyslexics of the world, untie. I tried being a photographer, but I couldn't focus. Wizard of old. I need a new heart. I need a new knee. I need a hip replacement. World's most obnoxious gas pump. Pull out card rapidly. Not that rapidly. Jeez. Card denied. Nah, just kidding. To get gas, try one of our burritos. But seriously. Ma'am, if you're not going to pay to watch the in-flight movie, we ask that you wear this hood. Cartoon Patrol. We're shutting down this cartoon due to a worldwide oversupply of desert island gags. You and the chicken need to come with us. Primitive Fandango. Cosmetic surgery. Eyeliner. What they'll never understand is we just crossed the road. That's all. No reason, no mystery, no riddle. Yeah, they'll never believe it anyway. You got that right. Custer's last grand. Here's $1,000 to cover expenses at Little Bighorn. Don just wasn't working out as a spotter for the gymnastics team. There she is, right there, about 4 feet from me. Whoomph. Ziff Realty. And is just minutes away from the airport. Be careful of that pile of guitars there by the door. I'm running out of room to keep all these instruments. Al's air guitar repair. Some friends from your regular bench in the park are here to see you, Mr. Fengler. Look, I know you folks are looking for revenge, but there'll be no pie for a pie justice in my town. This is the life. I'm never traveling economy again. And now, without further ado, let's bring him on, the hardest working doctor in medicine, the physician on a mission, the Marquis M.D. Put your hands together, give it up. Not what the curtain is for. Okay, I'll tap zebras near me, but I swear, this is ruining our survival skills. After convincing his competitors that being early to bed and early to rise would make them healthy, wealthy, and wise, Ben Franklin stayed up all night working on his next invention. Bifocals? That's brilliant! Dang you, Franklin! Where do you find the time to invent stuff like this? Shuffle, brawl, melee, altercation. Hold it right there, stranger. Them's fighting words. Many hardware stores now provide sketch artists to help their customers recall the part they need. Yes, that's it, but there's a little clampy thing on the top. Just nibble at first, but when you hear them yell piranha, go for it. The Dam Bursts, Institute for the Study of Migraine Headaches, Floyd School for Marching Bands. Rummage sale, 9 to 5. Psst, Bill. The sale's going great, but we're getting low on stuff. Make another run to the landfill and bring back whatever you can get your hands on. Oh, I see. You return covered with blonde feathers, and I'm supposed to believe you crossed the road just to get to the other side. Well, that's how it happened, Sylvia. Kiss the frog, he turned into a prince, we get married, and wham! I'm stuck at home with a bunch of pollywogs. And so, please welcome one of this cartoon's most esteemed science-like characters, Professor Boris Needleman, here to present his paper, Beyond the Border, Analysis, Statistical Probability, and Speculation of the Existence of Other Cartoons on the Known Comics Page. We used up our planet's energy source, and we're here to hijack yours. Where do you keep all your coffee? Airport security. They won't let me through security until I remove the bullets from my Word document. Professor Wainwright's painstaking field research to decode the language of bears comes to a sudden and horrific end. Arrgh! 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 Zipper? Zippy? Zippoo? This is hard. Zippa? Zippoo? Zipper? Yeah, zipper! That's it! Zipper! The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Stealth fighters don't get much better than this. Yesterday I was washing the car with my son. He said, "Why can't you just use a sponge like a normal dad?" I before E except after C, disproved by science. Never iron a four-leaf clover. You don't want to press your luck. And that concludes another Opa's Corner.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.
Opa's Corner is now available on my own YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe.